My check engine light came on last year. Before I even described the problem, the mechanic quoted me $125 just to run diagnostics. I asked what that meant. He said they'd plug in their computer, read the code, and tell me what's wrong. So I paid. 20 minutes later, he came back and said, "You need a new oxygen sensor. That'll be another $450. Here's what I didn't know then. I could have read that exact same code myself in 30 seconds, for free, from my driveway. That diagnostic fee, pure profit for them. The information, already stored in my car's computer, waiting for me to access it. Today, I'm going to show you how to read your own check engine codes for free, what those codes actually mean, and exactly when you need a mechanic versus when you can handle it yourself. This is TrueCostAuto. Let's talk about the $100 question you can answer for $0. Why mechanics charge for this? Here's the business model behind diagnostic fees. When your check engine light comes on, you're stressed. You don't know if it's serious or minor. You don't know if you can keep driving or if your engine is about to explode. That fear is profitable. Mechanics know you'll pay for information. They call it a diagnostic fee and charge anywhere from $80 to $150. Some dealerships charge up to $200, but here's what they're actually doing. They're walking to your car, plugging a scan tool into a port under your dashboard, pressing a button, and reading a 5-digit code. The whole process takes maybe 2 minutes. Then they look up that code in a database, something you can do for free on any smartphone, and tell you what the car's computer flagged. That's it. 2 minutes. No repair, no parts, no real labor, just reading information that's already there. Think of it like this. Imagine if your dog was limping and the vet charged you $100 just to look at which leg was hurting before they'd even examine it. You'd find a new vet. But with cars, we accept this because we don't realize the information is free to access. Until now. The free solution, auto parts stores. Here's what most people don't know. Almost every auto parts store will read your check engine codes for free. AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Advanced Auto Parts Pep Boys. All of them offer free code reading. You don't need an appointment. You don't need to buy anything. You literally drive up and ask, "Can you read my check engine light?" They walk out with a scan tool, plug it into your car, read the codes, and print you a report. Takes 5 minutes, $0. Now here's what they can't do. They can't diagnose complex problems. They can't tell you exactly what's wrong. They just tell you what the code is and what it generally means. But that's exactly what you need to know before you decide whether to see a mechanic. Let me show you how this works in practice. How to use free code reading. Step 1. When your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Most check engine lights are not emergencies. If the light is solid yellow or orange, you can drive to an auto parts store. If it's flashing red, or you hear weird noises or smell something burning, that's different. Pull over and call for help. But for a solid check engine light, you're usually fine to drive. Step 2. Drive to the nearest AutoZone or O'Reilly. Walk inside and say, "My check engine light is on. Can you scan it for me?" They'll say yes. They'll grab their scan tool and come out to your car. Step 3. They'll plug the scanner into a port under your dashboard on the driver's side. It's called the OBD2 port. Every car made since 1996 has one. Step 4. The scanner reads the code. It'll be something like P0420 or P0171 or P0301. They'll print you a sheet explaining what that code typically means. Step 5. Take that paper. Go home. Look up the code online. Search for your car year and model, P0420. Use your specific code. You'll find forums, YouTube videos, and articles from people who had the exact same code on the exact same car. You'll learn what actually fixed it, what it cost, and whether it's urgent. Now you have information. Now you can make a decision. It's like when your phone gives you an error message. You don't immediately take it to the Apple Store and pay for diagnostics. You Google the error code first. Same concept. What the codes actually mean. Let me give you 3 real examples so you understand how this works. Example 1, code P0420. This means catalyst system efficiency below threshold. Sounds terrifying, right? A mechanic will immediately quote you $1,200 to $1,800 for a new catalytic converter. But when you look up P0420, you learn it can be caused by a failing catalytic converter, expensive, a bad oxygen sensor, $200, an exhaust leak, $50 to $200. Old spark plugs, $60. The mechanic wants to sell you the most expensive option, but you need to verify which one it actually is before you spend money. Armed with this code, you can ask the mechanic, what specifically did you test to determine it's the catalytic converter and not the oxygen sensor? Now they have to justify their diagnosis. Many will suddenly run more tests and discover it's actually something cheaper. Example 2, code P0455. This means evaporative emission system leak detected. Large leak. Sounds like your gas tank is cracked, right? Mechanics love to scare you with this one. But the most common cause? Your gas cap is loose or damaged. Check your gas cap, tighten it, drive for a day or two. If the light goes off, you just saved yourself a $100 diagnostic fee and potentially hundreds more in unnecessary repairs. It's like when your smoke detector beeps and you immediately think there's a fire, but actually the battery is just low. Check the simple thing first. Example 3, code P0301. This means cylinder 1, misfire detected. A mechanic might say you need new ignition coils for $400, but when you research P0301, you learn it could be a bad spark plug, $15, a bad ignition coil, $80, a vacuum leak, free to $50, low compression, expensive engine problem. You start with the cheapest possibility first. Swap the spark plug, costs $15 and takes 10 minutes. If that fixes it, you just saved $385. Okay, so when should you actually pay for professional diagnosis? Situation 1. The code is generic and you've tried the obvious fixes, but the light keeps coming back. For example, you have P0420. You've replaced the oxygen sensor, checked for exhaust leaks, replaced spark plugs, but the light keeps returning. At that point, yes, you probably need a mechanic with more advanced diagnostic equipment. Situation 2. The code points to something you can't safely check yourself, like transmission issues or ABS problems. Codes starting with P07, transmission, C, chassis, or U, network, often require professional equipment to diagnose properly. Situation 3. You have multiple codes appearing at once. If your scan shows 5 different codes, that usually indicates a bigger problem. Don't try to fix 5 things yourself. A mechanic can find the root cause. Situation 4. Safety critical systems. If the code involves your brakes, airbags, or steering, don't mess around. Pay for professional diagnosis. But here's the key. Even if you need a mechanic, you're still saving the diagnostic fee because you already know the code. You walk in informed. Here's exactly what to say when you call a mechanic after getting your code read. Mechanic, what can I help you with? You, my check engine light is on. I had the code read at AutoZone. It's showing P0420. I need someone to verify the exact cause before I commit to repairs. Mechanic, okay, we'll need to run diagnostics first. That's a $125 diagnostic fee. You, I already have the code P0420. I'm looking for someone who can test the specific components, the oxygen sensors and catalytic converter, to determine which one is failing. How much do you charge for that? Watch what happens. Many mechanics will reduce or waive the diagnostic fee because you've already done half their job. If they insist on charging the full diagnostic fee anyway, try this. You, if I go ahead with the repair, will you credit the diagnostic fee toward the work? Most honest shops will say yes. If they say no, find a different shop. The true cost breakdown. Let me show you exactly what you're saving. What dealerships charge? Diagnostic fee, $150 time, 20 minutes of their labor. What you get? A code and a repair quote. What mechanics charge? Diagnostic fee, $80 to $120. Time, 15 minutes of their labor. What you get? Same code, repair recommendation. What free code reading costs you? Fee, $0. Time, 10 minutes. Driving to auto parts store plus scan. What you get? The exact same code you save. $80 to $150 every single time your check engine light comes on. Over the life of your car, if your check engine light comes on 5 times, pretty typical, that's $400 to $750 saved just from reading codes yourself. But it gets better. By researching the code before you see a mechanic, you avoid unnecessary repairs. Real example, My code P0420 situation. If I'd blindly trusted the first mechanic, oxygen sensor replacement, $450. Still broken, second sensor, $300. Total wasted, $750. What I actually did, free code reading, $0. Online research, 20 minutes actual fix, vacuum hose, $0.50. Total cost, $0.50. I saved $749.50 by getting free information first. One warning. Here's the important part. Free code reading tells you what the computer flagged. It doesn't always tell you why. It's like when you check your pet's water bowl and find it empty. You know the bowl is empty, but you don't know if they drank it, knocked it over, or if it evaporated. The code tells you something triggered a sensor. But sometimes the sensor is fine and something else caused the trigger. That's where research comes in. Look up your specific code with your specific car. See what other people discovered. Don't assume the first thing the code suggests is definitely the problem. It's a starting point for investigation, not a final diagnosis. Look, the auto repair industry wants you to believe that you need them for every little thing, that you can't possibly understand what's happening with your car, that you should just hand over your keys and your wallet and trust them. But your car's computer is storing information specifically designed to help identify problems. That information belongs to you. It's your car. Getting that information for free, whether from an auto parts store or from a $20 scanner you buy yourself, is your right. And walking into a repair shop, informed instead of desperate, changes everything. You're not a victim anymore. You're a customer who knows what they're talking about. In the description below, I've linked to free code lookup websites where you can research any code. I've also linked to the OBD2 scanner video I made if you want to buy your own tool instead of relying on auto parts stores. If this saved you from paying a diagnostic fee, hit that subscribe button. This is TrueCostAuto, where we expose what car repairs actually cost and help you keep more money in your pocket. New videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Your check engine light doesn't have to cost you $150. See you in the next one.